I am smiling and I am saying hello to everyone. My name is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I serve as the spiritual director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. And it is a pure joy to be here in the room with you this morning. Today is a glorious day. It is a gorgeous day, and so are you. These are the words that I hear from my webmaster every time we come together, and I'm passing it on to each and every one of us because we are grand, we are glorious, and we are powerful beings. Now, the world may tell us it's not so, and it may work with our psyche in a way. But you know what? The most important thing is spiritual practice. The value of it is we get to rise above these untruths and we get to step into something grand and glorious. That's the reason we come together 6 days a week in this particular way to warm the field of life. And today we're going to warm the field of life. We're going to set the tone for the rest of the day. Now, a lot of people tell me it's going to be hot today. I know that in Roswell, it's supposed to be 113 degrees today. Well, we're going to bring some balance and harmony. And that balance and harmony comes from our beholding and anchoring the warmth and the truth, where we can be intentional. We could regulate the heat, and we regulate it first within our spirit, and then we move it into the world and around the world. So let's just breathe right now. And wherever you're at, whether it's hot, cold, warm, we're just going to focus on balance right now. Just be still. Honor the silence. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Tones and Raymond Charles Barker. Today's reading is entitled, I Simplify My Understanding of God. This month, we are focused our quotes around Ralph Waldo Emerson. And you will, in all of our readings, hear the wisdom and troward in the foundation also. This is what Ralph Waldo Emerson has to say. He says, whenever a mind is simple and receives a divine wisdom, old things pass away. Means, teachers, texts, temples fall. It lives now and absorbs the past and future in the present hour. Jesus was not interested in the logistics of theology. He was primarily concerned with the spirit of men. I now turn to the spirit within me and find it in all its greatness and all its peace. There is an interior, Christ's mind that battles all reasoning and is beyond all human explanation. In me at this moment, God abides in fullness, in richness, in omniscience. My life today is the life of God. My thinking this day is accomplished because the God mind thinks through me. My capacity to be a great and loving person, is because greatness, born of the Spirit, dwells in me. From hence and from whence I may have come is of a little importance to me. Where I shall go upon leaving my present body, I am willing to leave to the wisdom of the presence of all. Today, I am alive as a creative soul, and I will so live that today the action of truth shines forth through the works of my thinking and the words of my mouth. The divine is a perfect simplicity. Life flows through me. Love seeks an outlet from me, and power is mine to use as I select. My use of the Spirit is not dependent upon my education, background, or environment. God in me acts through me as I recognize it. I am not dependent upon theological beliefs. God and I are one process, one life, and one joy spirit. I am in the Father, and his mind dwells in me and inspires me at every moment. I have an invisible church in my consciousness, and in it, I silently acknowledge the beauty of the present life in God, my present life in God. The interior altar of truth feeds me with its living bread of ideas and its vital wine of creative action. I no longer seek an outside God or an exterior temple, for I know that I am the temple of the living God and that all of its creativeness is mine to use and to enjoy. I have a simplified concept of God. I invite you to sit in this space right here, right now, allowing that simplified concept of God to expand itself within you right now. Just breathe. Allow that awareness to touch your muscles. Allow it to expand itself within you. I love the word sinew. Relaxed and peaceful. How good it is to just sit in the silence. Again, our reading today comes from 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. Today's reading is entitled I Simplify My Understanding of God. We're going to first start with a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, whenever a mind is simple and receives a divine wisdom, old things pass away. Means, teachers, texts, temples fall. It lives now and absorbs past and future into the present hour. In other words, we embody it. We become still and grounded in it. And so now we are going to utilize the spoken word for us to embody the wisdom and divine understanding. So I'm going to invite you, if you're here in the sacred space, to unmute yourself, and we're going to utilize the spoken word. And if you're on our platform, if you have the space where you feel safe, you can do this, please repeat after me. And we're going to begin with this line. Jesus was not interested in the logistics of theology.
Jesus was not interested in the logistics of theology.
He was primarily concerned with the spirit of our being.
He was primarily concerned
with the
with
spirit
the
of our being.
spirit of our being.
I now turn to the spirit within me,
I now
I
turn
now turn to the spirit within me.
and I find it in all its greatness
and I
I
find it
find it in all its greatness
and its peace.
that it's
and its peace.
There is an interior Christ mind
There is an interior Christ mind
that battles all reasoning,
that battles all reasoning,
and it's beyond human explanation.
and it's beyond human explanation.
In me at this moment,
In me at this moment,
God abides in fullness,
God abides in fullness,
in richness,
richness,
in omniscience.
and omniscience.
My life today is the life of God.
My life today.
Life today is the life of God.
My thinking this day is accomplished because of the God mind.
My thinking
My
today
thinking today is accomplished because of God mind
It thinks through me.
thinks through me.
My capacity to be a great and loving person is
to be a great and loving
Person is
because greatness born of the Spirit dwells in me.
greatness born of the Spirit dwells in me.
From whence I may have come
From whence I may have come
is of little importance to me.
is of little importance to me.
Where I shall go upon leaving my present body,
Where I shall go upon leaving my present body,
I am willing to leave to the wisdom of the Father within us all.
I'm willing to lead to the wisdom of the Father
That
for all.
dwells in us all.
Of them all.
Today I am alive as a creative soul,
Today I'm alive as a creative soul,
and I so live that today,
and I will so live that today,
that the actions of truth shines forth
that the
that the action of truth shine forth
mm, mm, through the works of my thinking
through the works of my thinking,
and the words of my mouth.
the words of my mouth.
The divine is perfect simplicity.
The divine is perfect simplicity.
Life flows through me.
Life flows through me.
Love seeks an outlet from me.
Love seeks an outlet from me.
and the power is mine to use as I select.
and the power is mine to use as I select.
My use of the Spirit is not dependent
My use of the Spirit is not dependent
upon my education,
upon my education,
background,
background,
or environment.
or environment.
God in me acts through me
God in me acts through me
as I recognize it.
as I recognize it.
I am not dependent upon the theological beliefs.
Not dependent on the theological belief.
God and I are one process,
God are one process,
one life,
one life,
and one joyous spirit.
and joyous spirit.
I am in the Father,
I'm in the Father,
and its mind indwells me
and its mind indwells me
and inspires me
and inspires me
at every moment.
at every moment.
I have an invisible church in my consciousness,
I have an invisible church in my
Church in my consciousness,
and in it I silently acknowledge the beauty of my present life in God.
and in it I silently acknowledge the beauty of the presence,
life in God.
life in God.
The inner altar of truth feeds me
The inner altar of truth feeds me
with its living bread of ideas
with this living bread of ideas
and its vital wine of creative action.
and its vital vine of creative action.
I no longer seek an outside God
I no longer seek an outside God
and an exterior temple.
and an exterior temple.
I know that I am the temple of the living God,
Of that I am a temple of the living God,
and that all of its creativeness
and all of its creativeness
is mine to use
is mine to use
and to enjoy.
and to enjoy.
I have a simplified concept of God.
I have a simplified concept of God.
So I invite you to breathe those words in right now, simply remembering the most important thing is that God dwells within us, that God is ever available to us, that God is the only power and the only presence that operates within it and through it around us. And as we anchor into this space of our awareness, in our growth and our understanding, I know that something powerful unfolds. It is the presence of the divine expanding and fulfilling itself in every possible way. And we acknowledge that presence revealed and fulfilled through each and every one of us, remembering that we are all instruments of God, that God is not exclusive, greater than, or better than anyone or anything. It simply is. And in this space of simplicity, in this place of understanding, I speak my word and know that wherever I take my attention, divine grace and divine love fulfills itself. So I acknowledge this wonderful presence right here, right now, in my communications, in my goings, in my comings, in every possible way. And I remember too that we are all mirrors of this truth and that we fulfill this good and that good is fulfilled for everyone else. It is viral, it is contagious, and I know that it is the active ingredient in this thing called life today, and that it personifies itself within us. It blesses us beyond that which we cannot even imagine. And it is the great partnership with everyone and everything we come into contact with. Anything that we encounter, we are part of the body of the infinite. So we give thanks for this wonderful presence, fulfilling itself in its own personal and unique way. And it is from this place of sacred awareness that we affirm right here, right now. And so it is, and now it is. Amen, Amen, and Ashe.
Amen.
I had to open those eyes, and it felt good just being in the presence and the silence. I want to thank you all for being here, and I invite you to come back and be with us, same place, same time. Have a wonderful week. Remember to like and